There he is, AKAPADers. We all are pumped for Captain America Brave New World. But before we can all sit down and joyfully eat our popcorn, watch that movie, I have only 9 issues of Captain America. I own only 9. And that's today's video. A grown man, a serious comic book reader. Why does he have only 9 issues of Captain America? Well, we're going to get into it. Good morning, AKAPADers. I get it. You might be watching this at a different time. It might launch at a different time. But at the time of this recording, it's very early in the morning. Say hello to our drawing table spiritual advisor, Stephen Hughes. And also extend that gratitude, that fun, that invite to our mascots. We have Crypt and Pike. One's from the Extreme Universe, one's from the Wildstorm Universe. We gotta fix some of that lighting, right? Live stream wise, I feel like I'm a little bit of a rhythm live streaming, finally. It took me 2024 to get back into a rhythm live streaming that was going to extend into 2025. We have Pencils Down. We have some other pieces here. We have Mighty Mary. These are a lot of the pieces that I work on live. If you're interested in traditional comic book techniques, we're talking crow quill, we're talking brushes, we're talking real black ink. Nothing's digital. This happens all on the page. We also have a Glitchy Boy here. Soon to be a big character. Soon to be huge. That's what she said. So there it is. Promo time's over, my friends. Captain America 323. I've already done this on this channel. I own this one. Paul Neary, who is the monster. He is the genius behind Marvel UK. Career guy. He passed away, and I knew I had this issue. This is from my view, Captain America as a significant Marvel character. When it comes to comic book character significance, it's Captain America and it's Superman. Right? The two are parallels. Equally critical to everything within comic book history. This issue is pretty much, and let me get the year, 1986. The 80s is the last era of Captain America. When Captain America reaches the 90s, let's just say he loses gas. He spins out of control and never really comes back. In this issue, this is a very intelligent way that Marvel starts chipping away, at characters within the Captain America universe, within the Marvel universe. But, Captain America has his own side of the Marvel universe. And what happens is they're testing other characters as Captain America. And here we go. A wealth of other characters as Bucky. So this storyline here eclipses into one of the best showdowns of the era. So I got this in a dollar bin. Got it for $1. Whatever. Happy to do it, but I knew I needed more around this issue. So we go back a little bit. Issue 281. I think this is 1983. We're going to be doing this very soon on this channel. We're going to profile this issue. I just want to highlight, though, this is during the building of Captain America's gallery. He has a gallery of heroes and villains. Spider-Girl, Bucky's back in this issue. Spider-Woman, Viper, the Constrictor, plus the Defenders, not Marvel's The Defenders. The WW2 Defenders. That's a different group. This issue begins with the Captain America trope that every Captain America introduction should begin with, which is a newsreel flashback. This issue, we have Viper, one of the villains. Spider-Woman here has a fantastic sequence, and they just cut it out. Like, I love how they cut this right here. They're just like, more on Spider-Woman, next issue, moving on. This issue is so pivotal, it webs into at least 10 other comics. So if you just happen to buy this off the stand, you would have to go to a comic store and hunt down everything that this one issue is connected to. The Bucky that is featured in this issue is a real Bucky. This is a real Bucky. This is not like a dream sequence or a clone or a duppelganger. This is a one and true Bucky. This is also drawn by Michael Zeck, who arguably is the greatest Captain America artist. We have one Bucky here. This one I was so happy to get. I bought this one off of a whim because I knew I had it at one time. I never read it. So I cracked this open, from the dollar bins, and it's drawn by Tom Morgan. He's a guy I target. Maybe we'll do more on Tom Morgan. If you want to know more about Tom Morgan, just let me know in the comments. Give me a little bit of an indicator. But here we have, someone who takes the mantle of Bucky. We have Taskmaster. If we go back to 281, the Constrictor and Viper, two of the major villains just in this issue. This is the beginning of how Taskmaster kind of catches on. It took him a long time to catch on in Marvel. And this is one hell of an issue. Now, I consider this mid-grade, but I wanted to at least have some of the iterations of Bucky through Captain America's history, because a lot of people only think that there's the one and only Bucky. So I've been so vocal on Captain America Volume 2 post Civil War. Why is that? Because I just love the way this looks. I just do. I love the hook. Rob Liefeld describes a little bit of the hook here as an X-Files hook. He brings back Masterman. He draws one incredible Red Skull. The coloring for this hits on all cylinders. This and the Fantastic Four Heroes Reborn, very, very underrated. 1, 2, we got 2, 2, 3, 4. Now, I need 5 and I need 6. Issue 6 is the first appearance of the new Bucky. And the new Bucky is Ricky Barnes. Which is, look, real quick here too. I think Rob Liefeld drew himself into this comic. But we got Ricky Barnes in here. And I know we saw her. Where the heck is Ricky Barnes? Right here. So Ricky Barnes becomes yet another Bucky that's now folded into, I think, MCU, into 616. And within issue 6 here, we get the only believable origin of the Falcon. More on that coming soon. And then we have Captain America Heroes Return, but this is Captain America Volume 3, Issue 1. This just enraged me. Why do we have an Issue 1? So, leading into Captain America Heroes Reborn, we had Mark Waid, Ron Garney. These guys were really they were on all cylinders, and people loved it. They loved it so much. And when Rob Liefeld came on board and they revamped the series. Now, given there was a big Marvel storyline at the time called Onslaught, Rob Liefeld had, like, him and Jim Lee had a lot, like, it took him like multiple years to get this deal in order. So during that time, these two guys tried to resurrect the book, and they did it. But the clock ran out, and then they kicked Garney and Wade out. And then they brought in Rob Liefeld, and then went back to Garney and Wade. And it never really was the same at that point, because the Marvel Universe had changed. But this is still one of the all-time Captain America runs. But this is the second Wade Garney run. So a lot of the times what I like to do is, when I make a point of a run, like we're going to talk about this, we kind of have to go, we have to put it in perspective. We have to see what came before and after. What came before this historic run was Cap Wolf, Jack Flag. It was really nice artwork by a guy named Dave Hoover, but it just was a period of Captain America that no fanfare. Some of that, too, I want to detail, all leading into this, because these are some of the high-selling issues of Captain America of all time, which is impressive. And that is my Captain America collection. Coming up, I should be getting the Ron Lim, because we're doing a lot of things on Ron Lim this year. Ron Lim Captain America, John Byrne Captain America, and that 90s Captain America. We're also going to detail this 10-year run, which I consider the end of a golden age for Captain America. And then the golden age for Captain America came from Tales of Suspense all the way to this. It dies here, and it gets revamped here. I don't know, guys. I do like the Liefeld Volume 2. Call me crazy.